Everybody, I'm back. I think I need to take a full weekend and just not do anything because I'm always fucking trying to do shit. It makes me really tired. Did you guys behave while I was gone? You didn't make any trouble anywhere, do you? Sounds like you need a cruise. I can't believe it. You know who wants to go? You know who wants to go? I've got a bunkmate. If I actually did decide to go, Shindigs is like 100% into it. Shindigs is like, I ironically want to go. Really? Yeah, man. It could be incredible. I don't think so, dude. I don't know why he did this. Share a bed. Oh my god. Alright, let's hop over and we can discuss this stuff. The cruise is fascinating. Something about the entire situation is just, I don't know, fascinating. I can't stop thinking about it. For those of you that like know him, this is very out of character. I feel like this is significantly more out of character than the McDonald's sponsorship, which was also out of character. Did you guys know that Northern Line was sponsored by McDonald's and he did a McDonald's stream? He looked like he wanted to kill himself. It was so good. It was like one of his best streams. This is like even more out of character than his. It's crazy, man. Good morning, everybody. I can't stay, unfortunately. I'm behind on my D&D prep. Yo. I hope you have a good prep session. Are you a player or a DM? If you're a DM, it might be too late if you're having it later today. Hey, Randon, quick question. When was the last time you went fishing? That's a good question. I think I went fishing like a year and a half ago. I went fishing a year and a half ago. My brother, he's got kids, and they're like, I don't know why, they're into like fishing. My brother used to go fishing when we were kids too, but he didn't get into it like I did. Like he never bought the gear. So I think that was like a year and a half ago. A year? So I had to like take his dumbass kids fishing. Yeah. Because they're cool ass kids. I don't know why like a 10-year-old would want to go fishing. I don't think his kids are dumb. They're very bright. They're intelligent. It's just, what could possess a kid go Lake Superior? Isn't it still like negative 20 degrees up there? Brandon hates kids. I don't hate kids. I just fear them. And I don't want them, you know, like, you know, the Milford Academy? Charlie, are you familiar with Milford Academy? A very prestigious, you know, institution in Southern California. You can always tell a Milford man, you know. I follow the Milford doctrine, the Milford principle when it comes to children, which is children should be neither seen nor heard. All right. I fished in game more than I did IRL, and I like fishing IRL. That might be true. Oh shit, there was like a fishing game that I wanted to play. It's like a horror fishing game. Not the one that me and Cass played, like a different one. Also, you could get jumped by the otters in fishing. I don't think the otter, I think I would know difficulty on otter. I think I would know difficulty. Just kick it, forehead, right? Just fucking kick it. Sushi, good morning. Always happy to see you. Same guys who made the bathhouse game? What? Since you like fishing, have you ever tried noodling for catfish? That's how you get your fucking fingies up to the knuckle, like bitten off by a fucking snapping turtle. Bro, stop like. Dreamy, good morning, good morning. Coco Rin, good morning. Thousand, good morning. Yuki, good morning. R1, good morning. KK, good morning. Shiopi, good morning. Hello, everybody. Bro never noodled. That's how you get your fingers bitten off by an orc. I don't like sit in a hole at the bottom of a swamp waiting for people to bite. If I ever get the notion to bite someone, I just go right down to the supermarket, right? I just go right down to the supermarket. That's how the homeless man found you. Oh, man. That's still like gross. It grosses me out. Oh man. Can you still taste it? It was not good. It was not good. Like Randon isn't a homeless man. Technically, I'm not a homeless man. Yet. Technically not yet. Good morning. Struggling to register for college classes? Are you struggling because you're trying to Tetris a schedule? Are you struggling because you're registering very late at the last minute and all the good classes have been taken? Are you struggling because you are almost done with school and you only have like 2 classes that you need and both of them are on like opposite ends? Like one is like 6 a.m. and the other one is like 10:30 p.m. So you have to go to school and you have to be there for like 20 hours, you know? There's a lot of reasons why you would struggle signing up for classes. Those are just the ones that I could think of. I will noodle you if I can. Stabby? I welcome that. Spare the others, I'm ready. Yo, good morning, good morning. Are we winning, Pops? How's Guild Wars 1? My avatar and persona is actually based on a Guild Wars 1 necromancer. I knew that. I knew that, like, Lorebreaker is like Guild Wars lore. Oh, I almost dropped my dice. I had fun, and I have homework. I need to get to level 7, level 8, something like that. I was thinking about grinding on membership, but I might have to just do. Why do you have dice? I mean, you know, why not? Richfield, good morning, good morning. Summer session. I got to level 8. He's been grinding. Akashi, you were the one that I thought was the least into Guild Wars. Why are you the most up to date when it comes to leveling? The vibe that I got from Akashi was just like, might as well just play RuneScape. He's the only gamer. He is our designated gamer marksman. It's true. I thought I'd get it over with after stream because I'd forget. Ah, smart. Smart. Summer session, I need department head perms, apparently. Yeah. I've seen that before. Especially if you're doing like super high upper division stuff. He was literally non-verbal because he was gaming during the collab. Shrimp Radio, thank you very much for the super chat and good morning. Hey boss, here's that seed money you requested for the Randon cruise. You think we could get this thing off the ground by Q1 2027? Appreciated. I don't know that even if I could, even if I had the time, like I don't know that I would go just because, man, there's like a lot of reasons, right? Should we go through it? I don't know. But Shindex is absolutely in. He wants to go to the Northern Line Super Cruise real bad. Not up to you, buddy. You're coming. Randon cruise where Randon has to endure 10,000 massages. Is that even possible on a 5-day cruise? How many massages? That's 2,000 massages a day. How many massages per hour is that? We'll trap you in a cage on board. Me and Charlie can make you a fursuit, can maintain your... That's kind, and also I know how much a fursuit costs. That's an insane amount of, you know, time and money. I am strongly considering the Super Cruise. Grace, why? I'm not saying you're wrong for strongly considering it. I just don't understand. And I get that. I watched the stream where he was like, I'm not gonna go on the cruise and hide in my room for 5 days, and you guys have to, you know, it's like I'll do floor work every day. I love people and being around people. Oh, okay. What could possibly be the appeal of a cruise? I mean, like, you're stuck. For me, the lack of an exit is like number one why I would never be on a cruise. Number two, I mean, I guess it's all like tied into number one, right? Cruises are scary to me. They're also like, aren't they like really bad for the environment? I got lectured at. This is coming from someone that I don't really go on a cruise, but I got lectured at by someone that was like, it's actually way worse than just taking your car and like driving to a resort or something like that. Because they sink constantly. They don't. You're lying. Why would you come into my stream and lie about that? It only sank that one time in Europe, okay? And it was because the captain was trying to impress some chick. And he was like, watch this, and it fucking sank. Didn't like 200 people die? I don't remember. I don't know. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. NL Cruise Fund. Also, I'm getting Indian food because I'm dying of allergies and I need spice to purge my sinuses. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. The best part about Indian food is that it might be the best when it's a leftover. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of food is straight ass. If you take some home, put it in the fridge, and then take it out, and then try to eat it, it tastes like ass. It tastes really bad. I think anything bread related. But Indian food, the leftovers, might be better than when they were fresh. I love... I'm not gonna say that. Get timed out, Ed. What the hell are you talking about? No! No. This is crazy, man. Say it, coward. I will not. I will not. I'm strongly considering giving that fucker a timeout, but I'm not. Because he wins. If you give him a timeout, he wins. Love my RuneScape. Yo. Zotolo, good morning. Matthias, good morning. Indian food has really good variety. I don't know enough about Indian, because, you know, they'll be like, oh, this is from this province, this is from this province. Like, I don't know. I know a little bit of what to expect with Chinese food. Just like a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. I know whether to expect spice or no spice. I know whether to expect, like certain types of soups and such. But I don't know jack shit about, like, regional Indian food. Is it okay for me to say that? It like it sent me every time the subtitles where Ludwig was like, his name is Beef Burger, my name is Pussy Burger. It's like, what? Can somebody that knows Mandarin give me the, like, what was the what do I have to do to get the final fight? All right, Grace, I was actually in bed looking up classic level 75 era Final Fantasy servers, and it looked like Horizon 11 was like the best of that. What's your opinion on that? I did check their website and they had like 1,500 people playing, which is pretty fucking healthy. I think when I was playing Final Fantasy 11 retail, I mean, back in the early 2000s, like 3,000 was the size of the server. Horizon is basically the P server standard. Is it good? You know? Are the owners like, are the server owners like good and fair? Do they do weird shit? Is there like a weird pay to win donation thing? You can get like a fucking turban if you give them 40 bucks. What's the situation over on Horizon? As far as I know, I play retail, but there's no donos. I would pay to play classic Final Fantasy retail. Like if fucking Square Enix was like, here, classic Final Fantasy 11. I would pay $15 a month to do that. I've never played Final Fantasy 11, but I'm on my way. Matthew, it is Stockholm Syndrome the game. It is it's amazingly good, but it's also incredibly dated UI wise. And if you didn't grow up on it, you might not be able to handle the incredibly obtuse and shitty UI. That's the main problem. The closest approximation I could like compare it to. How many of you guys played and loved Baldur's Gate 3? And it's like, let's try Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. And you're like, oh no. Oh no. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh no. Why does the mouse do that? Why can't the mouse do that? Oh. Oh. Yeah, Fallout 1 and 2. Baldur's Gate 2's story is somewhere around 2 to 3 times better than Baldur's Gate 3's story. There, I said it. And I know you fucking Karlach shads are like, kill him. I stand on that rock, and you can kill me. I don't give a shit. Baldur's Gate 2 had an incredible story. Just over twice as good as Baldur's Gate 3's story. I enjoyed Divinity Original Sin 2. Divinity was really good. It was a good game. If you can get past the outdated UI, there are a lot of gems out there. Yeah. I'm sure it's great, but I can't deal with the gameplay. But the gameplay is so good. Brandon, did you see the special Dwarf Fortress Magic cards? I did not. I did not. Is it good? I dumped like 500 hours into Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not sure I have time for 2 more of them. Baldur's Gate 3 was really good. It was. But it felt like a movie. I don't know. Also, you must play Final Fantasy 11 with a controller, no exceptions. But how do you like chit chat? You know? how do you chit chat when you're in your, crawler's nest party? You're grinding. You just ate like a piece of bream sushi because it's the cheapest. You don't need the charisma. Like, how do you shoot the shit? How do you ask people how they're doing, how their day's going? Did you see those 2 Danganronpa clones that are releasing? They made a debate card game. I did not. I'm interested in the actual Danganronpa's spiritual successor. It's like a 100 something. Yo, Ayumi, thank you very much for the raid. Good morning. Good morning. He hates Danganronpa. I don't. 100 line. 100 line. The 100-yard line. It's been a while since I watched your stream. Yeah. Well, welcome back. 100 line is peak. But it's like a really long gamer. I was raised on Baldur's Gate 2, Fallout 1 and 2. Fallout 3 was a hot, buggy mess. Also, I play Build 42 Zomboid despite the bugs. In my mind, I can handle bugs. Like it's like, oh well, if you're a gamer, you just gotta handle the bugs. But I feel like my tolerance has basically dropped to 0. My tolerance for bugs was high when I was a child, and every minute was free and I had nothing to do. It's like, that's fine, I'll just deal with it. But now I'm like, one crash is like, how dare you steal 37 seconds of my time? How dare you? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just having fun. Your tech rage is very quick and brutal, relatable. I don't know why my tolerance for bullshit has gone down. I guess because the cold, clammy hand of death is creeping up on me, and I know I don't have that much time left. Hypothetically. So it's just like every moment is precious. I've been addicted to Graveyard Keeper lately because of the 100% off sale, 80% off DLC sale, but I've learned about the spider enemies, so now I gotta make my own mod to continue the dungeon. Ah! You hate spiders? Sometimes it's too triggering to play without mods. Factorio, I love that game, but can't play without mods. Huh. What do I feel about bugs? We shall speak no more of it. I have several. I have 2 stories where I smashed a bug with my hand, and I expected people to be like, "Oh, Randy, oh, thank you for helping us," and there was just disgust. They're like, "Go wash your hand." How fucking dare you do that? You did it on stream once. No, I did it twice in the company of other people. Depends on what kind of bug it was. Is the bug that you hate. The bug that everybody hates. The bug that I once parodied. That I personally have no qualms against, but people seem to really, really, really hate. Grace, thank you very much for the super chat. Lunch break is over. Love you all. This is my call to get the Random Nights on the Horizon 11. I mean, if I did it, I would become a Final Fantasy 11 streamer. Cars suddenly fly off into space after hitting a fence is hilarious. Game crashing because you walked into a room is infuriating. Yes! Exactly. Me with my husband, at least I thank you for getting rid of the bug, but also immediately go wash your hand right now. Randon, your tire is flat. The tire on my wheelbarrow has been flat. There's not really much I can do about it. I guess I could fix it, but I really don't want to. Just to randomize, you do what you want. I think... Will I do it? Maybe. But I would have to basically give up being a variety streamer. Because once I get back into it, I'm in, you know? Brandon, you're not wearing pants? I'm wearing... I mean, I'm not wearing, like, jeans. Jorts. Brandon, don't believe them. They're just making you check your tires and put your ass in peril. Perhaps. Perhaps. Yes, KK, that that one. You gonna buy the Evangelion fishing gear? Is it Shimano? If it's not Shimano, I'm not particularly interested in buying it. I used to buy a lot of pen gear, but I feel like they've betrayed me too many times. So I reluctantly joined Shimano gang. Reluctantly. At least you don't need to push a wheelbarrow with a flat tire yet. It's true. It's true. The RuneScape music is buzzing. Akashi really, really wanted me to play RuneScape when it was trending, and I was like, ah. But I don't know how to play this game. Like, is it going to be boring? He's like, no, it's better if you don't know. I was like, what? Did you swing your chainsaw on? I used it. I ripped the band-aid off and I used it for the purpose that I bought it for, and everything went fine. I did not cut my head open and die, you know? 100 line is 250 hours long with a 40-hour prologue. No fucking way. The prologue is the length of a full game. Lunch is over. See it shut. There's a Kasane Teto song where she's talking about being a chud. I wanted to cover it, but I'm like, is this an unintentional dog whistle? I don't know. I'm looking at it now too. Yeah. Have you ever ridden one of those you mean a tandem bicycle? I have not. I wouldn't have anybody to ride it with. I did, however, go on a bicycle tour and I met a couple from Japan, and they had just gotten married and their honeymoon was a tandem bicycle tour across the United States. And that was like the most interesting thing I had ever seen. They had like it was like partially battery. It was like an electric bicycle, but it had like a big battery pack and they only turned it on when they're going uphill. Sorry, wasn't thinking. Yeah. Marriage, Japan. I bought a machete for weeds, but it started rusting, and then someone stole it. My rusty, useless machete. It's called patina, man. But it sucks if somebody stole it. Honestly, kind of want to see you play through the whole Zero Escape trilogy, mostly because I know chat will love a few of the characters and fucking snail memes after the last game. I could play... I still remember like 50% of the first game because I watched a streamer playing it. Would you still... But I haven't played or watched any of the other games. Only the first one. Play more horsey game? It's true. I tried a Zero Escape game and I could not get into it. I thought it was good from what I watched, but I did not play. I was just watching. You should play Ace Attorney. Brandon, play House Flipper and make your dream hobo home. My dream hobo home. My dream hobo home is like a maze with a bunch of like, you know, it's like a booby-trapped maze. And if you go down the wrong hallway, like you just get your head cut off. Like a Jigsaw-esque horror show, you know? Project Zomboid. Shiki, thank you very much for the super chat. I feel dirty asking this, but I'll ask it anyway. What tax day deal should I go with Bogo at Potbelly Subs? Wait, what tax day deal should I go with? Buy one, get one at Potbelly, or $3 Big Buford at Checkers Rallies? Okay. I would get... Give me 500 Krusty Burgers! Get the Big Buford and get like 4 of them. Potbelly for me? I feel like a pot... How big is a Potbelly sub? I feel like that's too much food, you know? I guess you could save it for later, but I dislike saving anything that's bread-based. I think bread leftovers keep very, very poorly. You got a Potbelly? I kind of do. Kind of do. 500 Bacon Kings. Potbelly subs are smaller than Subway. Okay, if they're smaller than a foot long, then get Potbelly. Sandwiches are hard to reheat. Just freeze the bread and reheat it later. I took a loaf of bread. I put it in the freezer until it got really hard. And then I robbed a bank with it. Oh. Oh, no. Technically, you can easily jump into VLR. What's VLR? But a few viewers would be slightly lost and then struggle with this. Should I spoil some details from the first game? So disconnect. Oh, I see. It's Zero Escape. I saw all the jokes. There's like a bunch of, you know, there's a bunch of Zero Escape jokes with the Northern Lion cruise. Virtue's last reward, second game. Ah, I see. You wake up on the Northern Lion Super Cruise and you've got like a fucking sick ass wristwatch. It's like, where did this come from? Okay. I remember playing The Sims 2 on GCN and making a maze for the entrance so that visiting Sims had to go to the bathroom before reaching the actual house. Cornering NL on the cruise with my one-liners. Does the Northern Lion cruise go north? It will eventually go north, but it starts off going south. Ain't that some shit? It's called the Northern Lion Cruise, but it goes south. Make it make sense. You can't. What the fuck is the Northern Lion Super Cruise news? Alright, Sushi, there's a guy named Northern Lion. He's a streamer that has never done React content. And because of that, he has my undying respect. And he is known for not really doing that much in terms of sponsorships or merch. Okay, you know who? Well, if you know who he is and you know what the Northern Lion, you could. All right. I'm not. We're gonna have to reach an understanding here. If you know who he is, then the words Northern Lion Super Cruise, you know exactly what the Northern Lion Super Cruise is. You know exactly. It's everything you need to know about it is in the title, Sushi. I know you're an intelligent person. Everything you need to know is in the title. Bro, I mean, like, context? Okay. He's... Okay, this is... Alright. This is as far as I can understand it, okay? Northern Lion got convinced by his friend Dan Giesling, who's also a streamer, to do a streamer-sponsored cruise where he and his friends go, and then like a section of the boat is only meant for them, like events and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, it's like a cruise event. Yeah. And people are memeing on it because it's very out of character for him. He did one merch drop, never did merch ever again, did one McDonald's sponsorship, never did another, like, and then now he's like hosting a cruise. And the cruise is fucking expensive. It's like if you go on the same fucking boat, same fucking time, but you're not a part of his event, it's like $600. And then it's like $2,000 if you want to be. So it's like over three times more expensive if you want to do the Northern Lion Super Cruise. What's the difference between a cruise and a super cruise? I mean, it's just a joke because he's known for the Northern Lion Live Super Show, right? The NLSS, the Northern Lion Live Super Show. So it's like the play on that, the super show, super cruise, right? Did NL need to fund something? All right, I'm gonna defend my bald man. Okay, I'm gonna defend my bald man. He's gone on multiple cruises and he's like stated that he enjoys them. So the first step is like, he's not grifting because it's not like he's shilling something that he doesn't himself love, right? So it's like, there you go. He likes cruises. 2, it's being organized and executed by Dan Giesling's mother, who works for like a travel agency or something like that. So definitely Dan Giesling pulled out the fucking Big Brother mind flooding fucking, he basically brainwashed, he bamboozled Northern Lion into like signing on to this. I feel like that's the true, like, how did this fucking get started, right? And it's definitely Dan went up to Northern Lion and he's like, hey, we should do this. And he's like, I don't know. And then Dan pulled out the fucking Big Brother bullshit. And then Northern Lion was like, all right, fine, let's give it a shot. That's my read on the situation. There's apparently a bunch of exclusive stuff. Yes. He said there's going to be panels. He's going to be doing floor work every day. So you will actually see him and hang out with him. It's not like you're going there for a cruise and it's like you see him once. He's sitting at a table and you get to shake his hand. You know? Would any Ren and I pay cruise prices if we knew Ren was secretly on that cruise? There's a 0% chance that I'm going. I feel like even if it was free, like I would not go on a cruise. Are we allowed to slap his bald head? Might make it worth it? I don't think so. Anyway, that's why Randon is proud to announce he's also doing a cruise. I had an idea. Cause the cruise is gonna be completely offline. Did I tell you this? It's not gonna have any online streaming element. They're not gonna stream any of the panels. They're not gonna do any of that shit. So for 5 to 6 days, I think it's 6 days, 5 nights, 6 days, like you're never gonna see there's gonna be no intel on him whatsoever, right? And I had the idea that like while that was going on, like day 4, I would do a stream where I'm like, you know, Castaway, where he's on the fucking raft that he made himself, and there's like a piece of porta potty that's like the sail, like me on that, you know. It's like the stream is just me, and the set is like I'm on like a handmade raft, right? Wilson, I'm sorry. And then this title of the stream would be like, you know, bad news about the Northern Lion Super Cruise, right? You say Tom Hanks touched Wilson, that's why he's quiet. You gotta do it now. What if like my Wilson is like a, you know, it's like a yeah, it's a volleyball, but it's like Northern Lion. Like, it doesn't have the little hair patch. It has like glasses drawn onto it, right? Ryan Gary! Ryan Gary! I'm sorry! You know? I don't know. It's like Itachi magic wand with glasses. Then it would just sink, man. It would just sink. Anyways, that was the stupid idea that I had, that I would pull like, you know. What other stupid ideas that I have? I don't want to let you know because some of them actually have a chance of me doing it. Like I think I'm feeling good. I'm next to Randon, sleeping, yelling at him to keep it down. You're also on the. All right, Fed. You thought the Super Cruise is cringe? This is most psychopathic and parasocial fans can be penned up with them. I don't think. I feel like. I feel like his most parasocial fans are still relatively harmless when it comes to what I've, you know, not what I've experienced me personally, but like from what I've seen in our little niche, right? They're like babies compared to our niche. VTuber fans are actually crazy with it. I mean, in both a good way and in a bad way, right? There are positives to it as well. I'm like, I very much just mostly bad. Okay, hold on. Should I present a defense of VTuber fandom? Let me think. The bad parts can be hard to ignore. Mostly bad. I feel like I look at Facecam streamer group, right? I look at Facecam streamer niche, and you're either like completely cynical, or you're like, you know, the crappy part. I don't know. Offline TV or whichever group that's like, dude, I don't want to talk about that. I have a feeling about that guy, man. That guy's fucking weird. I don't know. Level up my EXP bar. Okay. You just kind of know, man. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I dislike the people that are like trying to get their 15 minutes of fame. That's why I don't want to do it. What's your deal, man? I don't want people to clip it. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to, like, I don't know, like I'm some kind of clout goblin that's trying to get in my, like, oh, get clipped, you know? You're plenty famous. I'm not. And I don't want... Okay. I mean, I'll just say it, because, like, anybody could, like, there was, like, a bunch of people that, like, were in this situation, right? Never talk to the guy. Guy doesn't know that I exist, right? I was standing in an elevator with him, and he had, like, a malevolent aura. I, like, activated my Nen, and I was like, oh, that guy's got a malevolent aura. I was standing in an elevator. It's like, he did not hit on me. He doesn't know that I exist. I just heard him talking to the person that he was with, and I was like, oh, that's not good. I did not meet him, Sushi. I was like literally standing in an elevator. You recognized him? I recognized him because somebody that I was with recognized him. And they were like, that's Saikuno. And I was like, I didn't even know it was him, and I was like, oh, he's got like a malevolent aura. Somebody you were with. I see. Oh, so that's what we were talking about. Yeah. I know nothing about him except that he's a part of OTV and his story. I mean... I thought he was kind of a creep. I don't know. I had the opposite experience. I bumped into Lando at TwitchCon and he was very nice. Lando is dead and buried. Lando is buried in Casper Cataccini's backyard. There, I said it. Brandon looked, this gang is gone. Who the fuck is Lando? Anyway. Well, it turns out he is. Sometimes your intuition is spot on. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think it was like... the way that he was talking, the person he was talking to, it was clear that he was giving off like a certain... he was attempting to exude a certain vibe, aura, mood, personality, and then his eyes had like nothing behind them. You know what I'm talking about? Like a Tom Cruise like situation. Intense friendliness, nothing behind the eyes. That's the vibe that I got. And I was like, ooh. Yikes. He wasn't being genuine, something like that. Like a MrBeast like situation, yeah. And this was like, I didn't know who he was. I was just like in the elevator, and then I was like looking at this dude, and I was like, oh, oh boy, that's a scary person. That's a person like a Dennis Reynolds like character, you know? Anyway, who are we talking about? We're moving on. We're not talking about a person. Hello, Orkman. El Rey, good morning, good morning. Comment though. Dennis Reynolds is super hot in the goat though. I'm a golden god! We're talking about Red. It's like I never liked MrBeast. Whenever I saw a picture of him, he smiled, but his eyes were always not smiling. That was my only reason to not like him, but I guess I sensed something. MrBeast started off doing videos talking about like the estimated wealth of various very famous YouTubers, right? Do you guys know that? He'd been making videos for a very, very long time. And then his first, like, I don't know, his first break where his channel started growing was he made a series of videos talking about the estimated wealth of like Markiplier. How did he even get rich? It's just like, it's just views, you know. And also like, I think it's not public facing, but he gets his child audience to gamble for stuff, right? They're like gambling for merch or something. Something crazy like that. I did not see Markiplier's PC specs. What are they? Are they, does he have the double 5090? Anyone who makes shitloads of money off of being nice is sus. Do I think that's true? Let me think. Yes. Shitloads of money? Yes. Corpus love him? Maybe. Maybe. Tell me about Markiplier's PC specs. I have no idea. Gambling and children. Name a more classic pairing. What gets me about MrBeast is that he used to acknowledge what he was doing was no way to live as a person. He didn't recommend it to anyone, but he does it. But now he does it as a billionaire. Brandon, you should install the Beastify Chrome extension. Adds MrBeast to every YouTube thumbnail. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Akashi and I have talked about MrBeast. He's all right. Well, what has he done aside from selling his soul to Amazon? Is he like a bad person? What has he done? He did the cringe Jake Paul like Lunchable thing, right? Wait, he had a soul. What did he do? Brandon and MrBeast collab win. He treats his employees badly. Yeah, that totally makes sense. He sold moldy Lunchables, child labor for Feastables. I don't like him because he influenced the YouTube space into being about money and not creativity. That's fair. But I also think that that's more on Google and YouTube than any individual creator. You know, it's not like MrBeast came in and he was like, I'm gonna suck the soul out of YouTube and incentivize, you know, money extraction over art. Like, YouTube, it's definitely YouTube's fault. He changed the entire internet landscape and it feels... MrBeast is gonna suck the soul out of you? There's no way. He can't handle me. MrBeast is John YouTube's comfy sock. I definitely think that the estimating the net worth of various famous YouTubers was like a soulless, you know, you just, oh, I've put Markiplier's face on it and then it'll get views because there's a lot of people that are interested in Markiplier. It's a pretty good analogy. Yeah, I don't know. Those are like the little tricks you need to do, right? Unfortunately, I'm just like not interested in doing anything like that. It's just, it is what it is. YouTube is partially at fault. You can see how they handle people not equal, and it's sort of. It's like commoditizing the internet virality to the point of literally losing sleep over it. He used it. What? I don't understand. Sorry. My brain shut down. I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry, my brain shut down. I love Marky Moo. He played Orc Massage. I don't know who Marky Moo is. I don't know. Why are we even talking about MrBeast? I don't know how it got to that point. Northern Lion Cruise talk. MrBeast Super Cruise? Because the other dude with the soulless eyes? Maybe. MrBeast burger is atrociously bad. I think anybody that went into it thinking that it wasn't is like crazy. They're like insane. We're talking about someone else and someone commented that they felt the same way about MrBeast. Oh, I see. Yeah. How's your week been, Orkman? Kuros, I'm like, my arms are tired. I've been using my weekends, my 2 days off to catch up on like work. Like physical labor that needs to be done. And then the stream week starts and I'm like fucking tired. Lots of gardening, yeah, you know? Malevolent aura, nothing behind the eyes. Yeah. You ever... I guess I can't really say this as if I'm expecting you guys to understand, but I'm kind of fed up with being a streaming personality. Does that make sense? I just want to stream. I'm kind of fed up with being a streaming personality that has to like talk to people and fucking do shit that's like, oh, this will get eyes, you know. I kind of just want to what I have right now, and then everybody could fuck off. Right now, like my chief fear is that I will unintentionally get the attention of like a lot of people that I don't want them to know that I exist, and then they come in here and then they like they fuck it up. That's it. I wish I could tell them to fuck off. I don't know. I wish YouTube, I know they would never do this, but I wish YouTube could add I wish YouTube could add like I don't know. I guess I could do it. It's like you must be subscribed for 1 year, and then like add a month to it every month. Brandon wants to be a cult classic streamer. I want a platform to stream on where only I could stream on it and nobody can watch me except the people that have already been watching me. Is that even possible? Bulgogi Ninja, thank you very much for coming back. I'm happy to see you. That's an option you can enable. It is 2 a.m. I don't know. You want to just stream to us in the Discord server? That would be it right there. Isn't that just a member stream? But Amos, the reason why I wouldn't want to do that is because there are regulars that I recognize that I love and appreciate that are not members, and like I want them in there too. You know? I mean, it would be possible, but it needs a website or some shit. I know. It's fine. I think I've done a good job at being more or less completely irrelevant to everything. I think I've done I don't know how I could have done a better job at just being like, I'm not gonna talk about anything or do anything, so just leave me alone. You could just set comments that don't allow anyone who hasn't been here for 5 years. That's what I was thinking. I think 1 year would be good. And then every month, add a month to that. 1 year, 1 month. 1 year, 2 month. 1 year, 3 month, right? And then we will never see open chat for only 2 year subscribers. I'm worried that there are like people that I want to see that would get left out. Only you could stream unlisted and just share the link in Discord. That might be kind of good. I mean, I don't need to do that. You know, I could just do what I've been doing right now and everything is perfectly fine. But I do want a contingency just in case. I do want a contingency just in case. Yo, Big Ham, good morning. Ham! Fucking Akashi is done doing the leveling homework in Guild Wars. I thought he was the least into Guild Wars, and he's ahead of all of us. He's like level 8. He's like done grinding, and he's got the equipment. I have not done shit. I haven't done shit. Yeah, I thought he was the least into it, but he's done with his homework. We got to get into it. I think I've done a pretty good job. Nobody gives a shit about me. Hopefully it stays that way. Not level 8 though, just level 6. I think he's level 8. I think he said he leveled up a lot. What if Randon tapes his stream on VHS and we just mail it to one another like an old anime sub? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, he's level 8. There you go. He was not level 6. I was misremembering. I need more Randon art in the tags. I should appreciate the art. I should retweet and I should comment and thank people, but I just really fucking hate Twitter. I really fucking hate it. And I guess it's like, well, if you hate it, why are you fucking talking about getting thrown into the brig? Like the devil took a hold of me. I was doing, you know, the devil took a hold of me. I was doing work on the work computer, and then I was like, oh, that's funny. I just fucking did it with no, don't use Blue Sky. I have one, but I just never use it. I kind of feel like at this point, even if it's better, as soon as it starts making money, they're gonna hard pivot into being shitheads. Is that way too cynical? I feel like as soon as Blue Sky starts making money, they're gonna pivot to being dickheads. Like the only reason it's better now is because they're not making any money off of it. Blue Sky has banned every VTuber I like who uses it the moment they posted not safe for work art. Social media is social media. The leadership is sus. I like it because Blue Sky only shows me furry art and birds at the moment. Yeah. Posted a lot of not safe for work. I don't know. Honestly, I like your unhinged out of nowhere tweets that happen only once every 4 months. Okay, good. I try to avoid it, but sometimes the devil takes a hold of me and I just have to tweet out. That's fine. Once they become mainstream and have a strong user base where they're likely to ditch the platform, they'll change their attitude. Maybe. I don't know. Tweet more ho. No, you can't make me. Random posts are basically cryptid posts. It's neat. I mean, what would I use? I don't know. I have zero interest in interacting with other streamers or VTubers. The only reason I would use it is to make you guys laugh. But then if my only goal is to make you guys laugh, I could do it in a stream or in Discord. I don't know. Just block every streamer. I also have a crippling fear of making people feel unseen or snubbed, right? It's just, I hate social media. Like, I can't fucking win, you know? I can't fucking win. Because it's like, oh, am I going to hurt their feelings if I don't like follow them back? It's like, oh man, this sucks. And then I also have no interest whatsoever in talking to any content creators on Twitter, Twitch. I don't know. No interactions with VTubers, including cats. I'm just. No offense. I just hate each and every one content creator on the planet. Me being one. You know, I just think that they're vile creatures. A bunch of fucking cloud goblins that I fucking despise. Don't clip it. Don't fucking clip that. They fill me with abject hatred and disgust. You know, like, I just want to be by myself. I don't know. Am I crazy? Ham is an exception. Shindigs is an exception. Akashi is an exception. Fleshy is an exception. I don't know. I don't know. You know who I hate more? Me? You shouldn't hate yourself. You should love yourself because you're doing the best you can. All right? Brandon looks in the mirror and points at it. I mean, it's true. I do have self-hatred problems. At least I'm not ignoring it or trying to pretend that it's not there, because that's how you get some crazy ass, you know, crazy ass mental issues. Ron, good morning. Always happy to see you. Can someone catch me up? I just got here. I'm just talking about how much I hate content creators. Stuart the Duck, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, thank you. I want to see whether you pulled a couple lurkers out of hiding. Hating yourself is cringe. It's tough, you know? It's tough. I hate myself, but I love the me that I wish I was. I don't... If I had the power to have no effect on anybody unless it's a good effect, then I think I would like myself a lot more. Oh, there's a bunch of lurkers. I've never seen these people. A juggalo who enjoys sewing. Airy 22. Rawberry. Who would win? Bitterberry versus Rawberry. Maybe Bitterberry? I don't know. Lightning Storm Alec? Simply Imply? I decided to say to myself in a mirror in the morning, and I told myself I am cool. You are cool. You are cool. It's understandable, to be honest. I myself just like the content creation space, not necessarily the people. You have to do something I find despicable for that. It just... I don't know how I found myself in this situation. It's just, what do you consider despicable? Okay. I mean, my chief fear is that you guys are gonna... Not you guys. Like, other people that don't hang out here are going to find, like, the most random-ass person that I've never spoken to or think about or know, and be like, oh, he's vague posting about this person. You know? It's like a vague posting. Dark Candace, thank you so much for the super chat. With no sports. They're gonna think that I'm vague posting. And it's like, ah. Tourists tend to do drama bait. Yeah, you know? You'll be good at them. The random situation is crazy. I'm not looking for loyalty. I'm not looking for like any of that shit. I don't know. I already know who people are gonna think that I'm fucking trash talking. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Because it's like an endemic thing, you know? Everybody, even I fall victim to this, right? You need loud, clear posting. Don't worry about people. It doesn't matter. The #1 Germa hater. All right. #1 Germa hater. You said stuff I don't like, but I still know you're a good guy, so I'll be here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm not perfect. I say stupid shit all the time. Just say it. Okay. I just feel like a lot of interactions between content creators is performative. Okay? I'll give you an example. Like, this is a really good example, right? We watch Tip to Tip, right? And a lot of people will watch Ludwig and Michael, right? And be like, oh, they're best friends. And it's like, I guarantee you, they talk like maybe once a month. You know? I mean, duh. Yeah. I can't do that. Like, I can't pretend to be really close to someone when I'm not. I just can't do that. Am I a freak? Am I like weird? I just can't do that. I can't pretend to be close to someone when I'm not. This is not a thing that I can do. And some people take that personally. And it's just like, oh man, I can't fucking do that. That's the problem, Danchi, right? Like, because the implication, like the way that it makes people mad, it's like they'll infer that because I can't do it, like I'm judging them for doing that, right? And it's like, I don't care. Just leave me alone. I don't care if you do it. I don't think it makes you a bad person for doing it. I can't do that. Please don't think that I'm judging you. I'm not. That's not for me. I can't do that. Girl, this ain't about you. You would be surprised how... You would be surprised. No, you wouldn't be surprised. There are very, very few content creators that I've seen, experienced, that aren't, you know, very self-centered. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. I think you should focus and prioritize on yourself, because if you don't prioritize yourself, nobody else will. It is like an insane situation to be like, somebody should prioritize me. It's like, what? No, everybody, you know, has to take care of themselves first. I'm not here often, but I do appreciate your stream whenever I'm here because you're genuine. Oh, thank you. I don't know. You must glaze me. I have 10 million subscribers. Sort of like how a JP comedy pair downtown are seen as a duo on stream, but they hardly interact off screen. Exactly. I don't know. I don't know, like... I don't know if I like Ludwig or Michael that much, but I was entertained by this series. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they pretend... They kind of pretend to be best friends, right? Like, Ludwig is being all cute and domestic and buying Michael, like, bread for breakfast or something. And then Michael is like, Ludwig's fingy's hurt because it's too cold. I'm gonna get him a little mitten thing for his motorcycle. You know? Yeah, the yaoi bait a lot. Which is fine. I just don't think I could do that. That's not my jam. Define best friend, then? I despise people that are like, I'm a straight shooter. I just tell it how it is, you know, as if like, it's like, no, you're just an asshole. Like, you just like yelling at people. I don't like that, but I do think that a best friend is something similar to that. Okay, so a friend is someone that cares about you and will go out on a limb for you, right? But a best friend is someone that cares about you so much that they're willing to jeopardize your friendship if they think that it's in your best interest. You know what I mean? A best friend is someone that prioritizes you over your friendship. A friend is just someone that prioritizes you and cares about you, you know? I have never had a best friend in my life. I feel like a lot of people care more about the relationship that they have with someone more than the person themselves. And I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You need people like that. That's how a community is formed, right? But like a real best friendship is like, no, I care about you. Like if I never speak to you ever again, but you're happier, then I'll never, you know, then I'll never speak to you again. Yes, they'll pull you aside and tell you to cut the shit in private. Exactly. Very few people are willing to do that. My best friend lives in another country and I'm pissed. How do we fix that, Sushi? Because that is a tragedy. If you have a best friend, you're very lucky and I'm happy for you, and you should endeavor to close that gap as much as you can, because that's valuable and rare. Anyways, what the fuck was I talking? Why am I talking about this? Makes sense. Most relationships are going to be normal friendships because it's really hard to keep multiple types of best friendships. Exactly. It's like exhausting. It's like emotionally exhausting to be that invested in somebody else, right? Like a friendship is good because the social interaction helps your mental health, right? So there's a benefit to it. But a best friend is someone that's like, I'm willing to take the L. I'm willing to take the L, which is very, very rare. Exhausting, but worth it. I don't know. What do I feel about, like, I don't know. I like Ongslop because we're just a bunch of fucking boomers. And we're playing boomer games that nobody else will play. Like Guild Wars 1. We're fucking PUBG. Dutch Chairman, thank you very much for the super chat. I hope I have a best friend, although I find it hard to see and keep it healthy. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I consider my best friend my platonic soulmate. We've had fights and come through much stronger after them. Yeah, I mean, being able to, like, disagree and have a fight, even, like, a really petty fight, is important. Dude, Naris, I'm waiting until my turn comes up again, and I'm forcing them to play Balatro. It's gonna happen. I wasted it on Diablo 2 and 7 Days to Die, but when my turn to choose a game comes up, I'm gonna force them to play Balatro. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be great, too. Balatro. It is kind of a great game. I kind of want to practice it and get good, though, before I play it again. I love Balatro. This is a pretty good game. We don't have to worry about going underground. But it is something that I would like to prepare for. My buddies got me to buy it, but then they never played it. How do I describe it? It's like QWOP. It's like QWOP. You know, like you're like trying to run, but you're trying to you're trying to move a submarine, and then there's like underwater clowns. Apparently, it's just crazy, man. Space Station 13 in the water? Yes. You sucky joke. You can't say that on... You can't say that in my stream. You sound like we're preparing for Doom streaming. I don't know why it came up. I don't expect it to ever be an issue that I need to handle. But, you know, I like being prepared. That's all you and Lando did? I thought I was injecting morphine directly into his eyeballs. Wasn't that a thing? Randon, thoughts on the Artemis 2? Thoughts on the Artemis 2? Oh, I'm gonna open my fucking fat mouth. I love the moon. I do love anything to do with the moon and space. That's what I'm fighting against, right? The whole obsession with landing on the moon is is the result of goalpost moving. All right? I don't know that there is any reason to land on the moon. I don't think there's any like real reason. Like going into space, there was a lot of good reasons to do that because we, you know, we invented GPS. There's like a lot of stuff, right? Brandon, don't break my heart. What's your opinion on destroying the moon? No. We leave the moon alone. It's cool as fuck. That is reason enough. You have no whimsy in your heart. I hate it here. Sorry, man. They wanted to make a landing platform to refuel further projects on the moon. But like, what are they doing? What are they building there? I love it for the science of it. Yes. Yes. This super weird obsession to land on the moon. Yeah. I feel like it's like, why are you doing this? Are you like, is this like a competition thing? I don't know if I like competition. I don't know. Presumably getting helium isotopes, that's about the only thing that might be out there. Balthazar, but like, is it worth, is there like, you know, is there like $100 billion worth of helium on the moon? I don't know. I like the idea of, I don't know. Elon Musk wants to go to sleep. That's not possible. Like, how? Where are they coming? There's no helium anywhere. I don't know. I feel like I should keep my mouth shut, you know? Mr. V4, thank you very much for being a member for 13 months. Speaking of Onslaught, have you ever played the original XCOM from '94? Yes! I played the original and I've never beat it. Because the original XCOM is significantly harder than the 2K version. The 2K version is like fucking baby mode compared to the original. And I never beat it. I played it as a kid and I didn't understand what the fuck I was doing. I could probably beat it now. Because I think I deadass played it when I was like 7 or 8. Yeah, XCOM is the one where you're killing aliens. Alright. We gotta talk about the Artemis 2. I'm just I don't want it to be a competition. We should go because it's cool, and I don't want, I'm like imagining like a hellscape land grab like on the moon, and it's like, just don't, stop, it's the moon, just leave it alone. Can't we all just agree that like the moon is everyone's and no one's? We just What if there were hot buff alien men with 3 pecs? I would be into it. Like, I like the Voyager. The Voyager probe, that they keep it going. That shit is fucking cash money, man. That fucking blows my mind that they could reprogram the Voyager probe and it's like, it's fucking gone. That shit is way gone. And that, like, tickles my whimsy like crazy, because I think the Voyager is like 10 out of 10. I don't know. Is that disappointing, Sushi? I apologize. I'm like just... I'm just side-eyeing everything that my country is doing right now. I shouldn't let the whimsy be killed. Anyways. Outrun the Wind, thank you so much for the super chat. The biggest thing about building a base on the moon is that it's not that much different from building a base on Mars, and we can learn from that. It's true. I can see that. It's like a test run. Build a base on Mars? Let me think. Do we want to build a base on Mars? Yes, I can see why. There's a shit ton of water on Mars, right? The moon is close, Mars is far. It's true. It's true. The Voyager is nice. The record's all fluff without substance. I agree that, like, it's mostly just, like, cool pictures, right? There's not a lot of scientific benefit to doing it. The exploration thing is, like, really cool. I like exploration. Staging points for further space exploration. It's true. Won't be a competition if we have other countries' involvement. Other what do you... We need to save the Earth, not care about living on other planets. I could respect that opinion. I could respect that. I don't know. One of the Artemis 2 crew is Canadian. Yes, that I knew. That I read about. I think it should be fine. One day humanity will need to leave the Earth. Yes. Yes. What was I reading? There's a book that I was reading. I don't fucking remember. It was old and it was very badly written. But it's like a classic. Oh man. Oh fuck. It was a long time ago. I read it like 20 years ago. I read a book where it's like a sci-fi and humanity colonized the stars and then they lost the Earth. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's not bad, Ben. It's not bad. It's a sci-fi book. They colonized the stars and then they lost the Earth. They don't know where it is anymore. It's like it's gone. Star Wars? I don't think it's Dune. There's a couple of those. I don't know. I just remember it was not what I would consider compellingly written. It felt like it was a summary. I don't know. I hesitate. I don't think it was Asimov because I think he writes better than that. I think he writes better than that. Is it better? Way better than Twilight. No question. There's no weird situation where like a dude falls in love with a baby. There's no, you know. So you hate teenage women? Okay, okay. I mean, yes. Danchi, you're trying to guilt me, right? But it's like, yes. Yeah. You basically have the right of it. Have you read Twilight? Shrimp Radio. I have read all of it. I read basically all of something. I'm really thinking of starting House of Leaves. I hate books. I think that's not gonna help you like books. I love space as much as the next girl, but sometimes I don't get the hype. We don't know everything about the Earth. Why aren't people investing in this stupid rock? That's definitely true, but I also think that like the advancement of science shouldn't be like ranked by order of importance. I don't really believe in that. House of Leaves isn't even a book of poems. I don't know. I mean, what do you consider a book? You mean like a narrative? I guess not. Space cool. You might find silly green guys. Yes. Twilight fans called me weird over anime. What the fuck? Babies? Yeah. Wow, and you don't like the series? Why stick through the whole thing? Why did I stick through the whole thing? The first book was fan fiction. I've read a truly insane amount. It wasn't hate reading. It was fan fiction. Like, I read it and I was like, this person definitely cut their teeth on reading and writing fan fiction. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it boggled on me. Was it so that you could hate on it properly? Yes. But I will give you the honest opinion. The first book is not that bad. It's fan fiction. So I read it and I was like, oh, this is like every fan fiction I've ever read. It like progresses. It has the same beat as a romance fan fiction. And then I think it started getting really weird. It started getting real. It was still fan fiction in the second book. It was still fan fiction in the second book, and it got like a little anime. It got like a little anime, and I was like, what the fuck? So I read the second book. The only fan fiction I read was the shitty Harry Potter one where he's a Redditor. He's a Redditor? I read a fan fiction. What series are we talking about? We're talking about Twilight today. Is that the one where the vampire baby shows up? No, that's the fourth one. Or the third one? I don't remember. It's been a long time. I know what they mean by Harry Potter was a Redditor. I had the same thought about the Mario Galaxy movie. All it felt like was fan fiction. I love fan fiction. I just don't. I don't think it. There should be like a filter. If it's gonna be the IP that fan fiction is being made from, it should not be fan fiction. Do you know what I mean? It's like where AI is like being trained on AI, and then it just goes straight down the toilet. I like fan fiction, but I don't think fan fiction should be an established canon, narrative, story, IP, world that other fan fiction is based on, because it sends the craft down the toilet. So I just can't approve of it. I can't. And then it got like really, really weird. It got really weird in the fourth book. And I don't mean like I've never heard of that. The fourth book is like actually unironically creepy. Objectively, you read it and you're like, what the fuck? It's like the dude with the blonde guy with the mullet. And he's saying what the fuck, but even like he enunciates it so well that like you could tell he's saying what the fuck, and it's a GIF. You know, there's no audio. He's like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I hated that shit. Do you like the scene where they fuck so hard they trash the hotel room on their honeymoon? Is that movie only? I think does he like break her back? Does he like kill her or something? I don't fucking remember. I didn't watch the movies. I only read the books. The good old days of fan fiction. I never got into fanfics, although it might be because my first few fics were intentionally bad, like Misty X Thomas the Tank Engine, the one that I mentioned before. I like fanfiction. I'm pro fanfiction for a lot of reasons. One is like I'm the type of person that gets really, really, really into a show or an IP or a movie, and I'm left wanting. The better it is, the more I'm left wanting, and then I use it to fill that hole. And it needs to be shittier than the original thing that I got obsessed with. Tried reading fanfics again recently. Oh shoot, Bruno, thank you very much for the raid. Come on in. We're talking about bullshit. We're talking about bullshit. Tried reading fanfics again recently. I don't know if it's just AO3. They got weird. I despise that. I despise that children think that they could talk to me and admonish me for reading and writing things. Children should be neither seen nor heard. There's too many children on AO3 that are like, you're a bad person because you're writing this. And it's like, be gone, child. Banished. I will read and enjoy and write anything that I want, and I'm not going to let a 14-year-old for even a second influence what I do. Your parents should cut you off the internet. Take your cell phone away. Go drink milk and go to sleep. Go to summer camp. I don't give a shit. Go get eaten by a bear. Hearing the opinion of an under 20, you instantly ruins my day. Here's the thing, okay? Before you guys start calling me a boomer, right? I was a child once, and I was also on the internet, but I was ashamed of being a child. I kept my fucking mouth shut, and I enjoyed the darker part of the internet, knowing that, like, that was not where I belonged, right? But kids nowadays, they're so arrogant. They think that the world was meant for them. They're like, the internet belongs to me, and everybody else has to conform to what I want and think is correct. And if they don't do that, I call them a creep. And it's like, I don't care what you think I am. You shouldn't be on the internet. I don't think you should exist on the internet. Woe is me, speech. Damn, he speaks what I feel. You can be there, you just need to be quiet. You could be there, you just need to be unobservable. You know, like a neutrino. I used to wonder why adults don't like teens, but I'm grown up now and I understand. This is also why I don't hang around the Homestuck space anymore. Am I like weird in thinking that, like, I didn't fucking do that shit when I was a kid on the internet? I just fucking enjoyed the funny fucking fanfiction and I kept my fucking mouth shut. You gotta tell them to lurk more, exactly. Why does nobody lurk? Why do you skip past the part where you immerse yourself in the culture without fucking inserting yourself? You know, you're like a fish in the bag. You know what I'm talking about? The lurk more is like absolutely essential because you're in a bag and the temperature of your water is different. You need to be dunked in the tank in bag. Let the temperatures, you know, match up, and then you could open the bag and then you let the fish out, right? I was born to lurk. It was crazy. Nobody lurks anymore. To be fair, you don't know when they're lurking. I don't know, man. Elijah, thank you very much for the compliments. Can we get Big Ham? Can we get the, you know? I don't like Randon's model. He makes me uncomfortable in the brain. He should be like a handsome prince. Ham, are you here? Can we get that over on Twitch? We need like a bot to do that. One moment. Brandon, I'm actually only 17. This convo brings me back to the good old days of My Immortal. There's nothing wrong with My Immortal. It's definitely, you know, you could do that. That's fine. Zanzibar, thank you so much for this super chat. A lot of the older geeks like us are masters at hiding our power levels. That's what I... When was it? We were talking about like fucking normies, right? What were we talking about? It was like... I called Michael Reeves and Lily Pichu normies, and you guys were like jumping down my... Yes! Yes! The Randon model gives me a warm... Wait, what? The Randon model gives me a warm fuzzy. I never dared watching his streams because his model makes me feel unwise. That's why almost no one wants to do classes because he's... He should commission a new model instead of an orc. The design is like a charming peanuts. And by the way, his name Randon sounds like random. It's risky. What the hell? This is the wrong one. I blame your server. Why did you pin it? Why did you pin it? She pinned it. What? The Randon model gives me an uncomfortable feeling. I was never interested in watching his streams because his model makes me uncomfortable to see with my eyes. That's why almost no one wants to do collabs with him because he's very different from most VTubers. You should commission a new model instead of an orc. The design is like a charming prince, and by the way, the name Randon sounds like random, which is a most generic name like most indie VTubers. This is the correct one. Thank you, thank you. That shit is the funniest fucking thing. Uncomfortable to see with my eyes is never not gonna make me laugh. There are 14-year-olds expressing themselves as 14-year-olds too. At least we can return it gracefully. These criminal ones act like they're 34 despite that they're 14. I just think that they want, like, they want to feel strong by, like, bullying adults, and it's like, I'm not having that. No, go back to being banished. I don't know. Fucking bars, Shakespeare's silences that dropped. What does it mean to be an anime tourist? Okay, I need to reevaluate the whole normie thing. I was thinking about it. Yo, Linda, thank you very much for the super chat. In elementary school, big kids kept us in the back of the bus by force. In high school, elementary schoolers wouldn't let us sit in the back. We couldn't fight back by that point. I never got to sit in the back. I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Showing your face online equals normie? Yes, but no. Let me think. I can't tell. I can't make a decision. Is NL a normie? NL is like definitely a normie. Definitely. NL is NL is the one that makes, you know, non-normies. He's the normie of all. He's the one that's shaming anime fans, right? He thinks anime is super cringe. He's like an alpha normie. Is Germa a normie? Okay. The best way for me to describe a normie is, it's not about whether you like anime. It's not about whether you like rare or, you know, like obscure anime. It has nothing to do with like your taste or the culture that you're into, right? I think like what defines a normie from one of us, one of my guys, is, have you ever been shamed for liking what you like? Have you ever been shamed for liking what you like? And it left like a trauma in your soul. And if the answer is no, then you're a normie. It doesn't matter like whether, like what type of anime you like. Unfortunately, you're a normie. And the vibe that I get from Lily Pichu and Michael Reeves is that I don't think they've ever been truly shamed for liking what they like. What if you feel ashamed without being shamed? I don't know. I mean, I grew up in the era where like anime was considered extremely shameful. You know? You're so negative, they probably have been shamed. I think maybe they have. Maybe I'm wrong, right? If there is a trauma in their soul, if there's a little bit of fearfulness whenever they see, like, I look at Ludwig, and it's like, I'm never gonna talk to him. I got shamed for Pokemon. I know it's super normie, right? Yes. Lily Peach has definitely been shamed as a weeb and as a League of Legends player. Was frequently shamed in high school. For me, it was tabletop RPGs. More than anime, more than video games, it was tabletop RPGs. I think that's what made me like an anti-normie. Like you're trying to play like at high school lunch, and then some dickhead comes and he's like, what are you guys doing? What the hell is this? Nerd! Yeah, like that shit. It makes me despise normies to my core. Like if I could kill them, I would. Just don't eat this. I didn't mean that. I meant in Minecraft. I was into video games and anime and super looked down on. I just keep my hobbies secret. Yeah. Passive societal, you know? You can always tell, you know, one of our people. I hid in the computer room where all the nerds gathered to play CS 1.6. Other people bought a whole GameCube. That's the sanctuary, right? How about one of those, aren't you too old for Pokemon cards? Yes! Then you are not a normie. You've been shamed for liking things, right? For me, someone that's never experienced that, but is into the same things that I'm into, is like too healthy to be considered, you know, too healthy. You're normal. If you're healthy, you're normal. Uncle took a shotgun to my J-pop music. That's like, because it's like satanic. Yeah. Feet likers are so accepted nowadays. Are they normies? Shiki? There are definitely normie feet likers. And then there are feet likers that are non-normie. Normies are basically mentally unhealthy. There's no darkness associated with their hobbies, you know? Like an inner darkness. That's what you need to not be a normie. I don't think that's true. It broke my heart the first time I watched a VTuber and my sister comes in with an absolutely disgusted... Yeah. Yeah. Real nerds. That's why, that's the VTuber thing, right? Like, the fucking face cam streamers, they're like, oh, I hate this. It's cringe. Blah, 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 blah. This and that. It makes me, like, despise them. With every fiber of my soul, I despise them. Go do your fucking gambling stream, bro. Oh, yeah, real wholesome. Teach a fucking 12-year-old how to gamble. Yeah, you're really adding to the state of the craft, dude. Good job. Thumbs up. I don't think I've ever seen a VTuber do, like, a fucking gambling stream. Never. Go shill your VPN, dude. Exactly. I don't know. Ron, thank you very much for the super chat. You can immediately tell who's actually into feet and people who just make feet jokes because it's trendy or funny to them from how they talk or draw. Is that true? Can you look at like a piece of art and be like, oh, they're into feet? I could tell. Is that true? I don't have a foot fetish, so like I don't pretend to have one. I don't actually know. Yes? A penis of art? Big Ham is like an artist and she's like, yeah. Amos is like, yeah. It's strangely anatomically correct. You definitely can, but I don't have a foot fetish. He's lying now. My brother, 1 minute upon seeing me play Nerptunia. What the fuck is this stupid kids game? What is this board shit? I can't win. Feels like Haruhi's been left in the dust. I think like Endless, what is it? Endless 8? I don't know. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. Have you ever heard of Vermin Supreme? He's pretty cool. He's the guy with the fucking rubber boot on his head, right? He's the guy with the rubber boot on his head. But when I asked him, he had no idea what a VTuber is. Good. Good. Excellent. That's the way that it should be. Vermin Supreme. I don't know. Do I judge people that have a foot fetish? Not really. Maybe I judge people in general that they're too coomer. Like real flesh coomer, you know? You'd have to judge Casper Catacini. I don't think he has a real foot fetish. I think he falls under the category of like, does the fake foot fetish for the memes, you know? I love a good, honest pervert, maybe. Wildfire, good morning. Good to see you, good to see you, Flesh Coomer. Honestly, I think it's vice versa. Normies are weird. How can you live with absolutely zero passion in life except for what's socially accepted, for real? I mean, some people are just... I think it's okay to be, like, autistically passionate about cars, right? And that's, like, considered normal, right? I think that's fine. I know people that are, like, ridiculously into cars. Or what about people that are, like, really into trains? Like, they go take pictures of trains, right? Normies are just passionate about normie things. Well, I think plenty of normies are not passionate about anything. I think plenty of normies are not passionate. I think there are like weirdos that are not passionate about anything. I think that's like a mind plague of the 2000s, where we're trying to convince people that like you shouldn't be passionate about anything because I don't know. I'm not really passionate about anything. I think I'm just depressed. That might be true. That's not, you know, that's not because you think it's cringe to be passionate though, right? You're just not passionate about anything. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm only passionate about Redditor. I can recognize JDM cars because of Wangan and Initial D. Me too! Me too! The only reason I could recognize a lot of cars is because of Initial D. It's definitely true. When you have enough passion, you cease being a normie. That's true. I kind of agree with that. I do think that, like, there are people that are, like, into for example, cars, right? I definitely feel like there are people that are really into cars, and at some point somebody shamed them into thinking that like you shouldn't be this into cars, and then they have a little like trauma in their soul. That's a comrade. That's like one of my people, you know? You don't have to be an anime fan to be like a normie hater. If you've ever been shamed about being super into something, you're one of my people. Doesn't matter what you're into. Cars are considered normal, but liking trains will somehow get you claimed to be a weirdo. Trains are fucking awesome, dude. Are you kidding me? Trains are crazy. Isn't the lack of passion just depression? I'm depressed, man. What's wrong, brother? You okay? Depression does suck. I think it's like the inability to feel like anything. Like no lows or highs. You're just kind of fucking bleh. Bleh. Apathy? I don't know. Medium rare chicken, thank you very much for the super chat. I love living and thriving in spite of normies. Makes me delighted when a normie disagrees or does disgusted by me. You're stronger than I am. I still feel like shame, you know? And it like enrages me that they could make me feel that way. It enrages me that they have any effect on me. Colloid shelving? Thank you very much for the super chat. Welcome, welcome. When I came home with a bad report card, my dad informed me that the Japanese who made the media I consume despised and looked down upon me. Is your dad like a legendary class troll? That's like insane. If I was like fucking 8 years old and I came home with like an F on my report card and my dad was like, Goku would be ashamed of you. as a Japanese man. Goku's a Super Saiyan. He's not Japanese. Goku is not Japanese. He's a fucking Super Saiyan. He's not even from our fucking planet, Dad. He's like, I don't care. Goku speaks Japanese and he would be ashamed of you for failing your test. Goku's an immigrant. That's crazy, dude. That has to be a troll, right? Colloid shelving? Could you... He invoked it, right? What the fuck? I have to meet your dad. What the fuck? I can't. I can't. What kind of human is your father? That is... Oh, that is like... I'm flabbergasted. Absolutely insane response. My parents used Mario to make me and my brother eat mushrooms. It's so funny that in the movies he hates them. Also, he eats like a fly agaric. The red cap mushroom with the white spots, that's fucking poisonous, dude. It's wild that like fucking John Nintendo is trying to teach impressionable youth to eat like a poisonous mushroom. Mario is a normie? Is Mario a normie? Yes. I feel like if Mario, yes, Mario is a normie and Sonic is definitely like a freaky guy, you know? I feel like Mario versus Sonic is like, you know, Mario is a psychopath. I thought he was Italian. Mario is a proud Italian-American tradesman forced into insane situations. Explain yourself. Everybody, hold on. Everybody, let's pause this shit. Medium rare chicken. I'm putting you on the spot. Explain yourself. Explain yourself for that statement. What do you mean he, as in Mario, has a cuck fetish? Explain yourself. That doesn't... What? Explain yourself. Medium rare chicken, I know you're still in here. Chicken is correct. Not until he plays golf with his ball. Mario loves it when Peach gets captured by Bowser. There's no way he would let that happen 50 times over. I can't. Pretty sure Nintendo made a post that Mario and Peach are 100% not an item, so it kind of tracks. I can't. I don't want to believe in a world. I don't want to believe in the world where Mario. What? I hope no neighbors passing heard Brandon say Mario has a cuck fetish because I forgot the window was open. Oh my god. You can't. There's no way. I mean Mario But in the old games, she kisses Mario. She bakes him a cake. Our lawyers require us to state that their relationship is completely platonic. Yes, you can. Okay. Counterpoint to the statement that Mario has a cuck fetish. Mario... I mean an M. I'm typing faster than my brain. It's a corporate PR statement for legal reasons. Mario did not. Focus M. He's clearly fed up when she gets kidnapped. I just you could, you know, I think the onus on this entire loop, this routine, is on Bowser, not Mario, right? He's already deleted 60 drafts in my head. Yeah. Look at Luigi, he scores all the time. Is that true? Luigi and Bowser are toxic yaoi. Now that's something that I could get into. That is something that I could... Luigi does fuck. It's because Nintendo understands that their below 12-year-old audience self-inserts as Peach's boyfriend or girlfriend. Does they want to keep her pure for marketing purposes? I don't think that's true. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if any 12-year-olds Oshi is Princess Peach. Man, I think you've lost the plot, brother. Peach has unicorns. You're so naive. I don't know, man. That's not what I thought when I was playing a fucking video game. That's not what I was thinking. When I was a kid, when I was 12 and I was playing video games, I don't think that's the way, you know? Okay, everybody remember back when you were 9 to 12 years old and you were like really into video games? Who's your favorite video game character? Dude, kids were into Gadget, the mouse girl. Ved, isn't there like a cult in Russia? Isn't there like a cult in Russia where they worship Gadget? They have like a banner and they wear like robes and shit. Shit's so cash money, man. Anyway. I honestly don't remember. Well, now I do. Oh, wrong Gadget. Russian, no comment. This shit is awesome, dude. I need to find that cult. Gadget is my favorite girly. I mean, good taste, you know? Shiki, thank you very much for the super chat. How dare my Oshi Peach associate with plumbers? Filthy males. Pah! Get out of here. Anyway. I don't know. Does Mario have a cuck fetish? I don't think so. I think he's just doing his job, man. I think he's just doing his goddamn job, you know? I ship Mario with his Eldritch Horror Sapient hat. Do you know what I'm talking about? That hat is like scary. There's something like really sick and twisted about the hat with the eyes, and then you could throw it and then it like takes control of, you know? It's like a mind control hat. I ship Mario with the hat. You know? TF fetish cap. Exactly. That might be the brainworm hat. That might be your argument that he has a cuck fetish, right? But you're misdirecting it towards Princess Peach, which I think is I don't sense any heat there. Does that make sense? I don't sense any heat. My my fanfiction rotted brain sees that and it's like, there's no heat there. I sense nothing. That's like a two streamers interacting for their career, but in private they never fucking talk to each other. You know? I think the hat, I sense a lot of sick and twisted energy coming out between Mario and his hat. The amazing Mr. Shovelman, thank you very much for the super chat. Randy, do you fuck with Earl's sweatshirt? I don't know who that is. Sweatshirt? Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. I can see how being a working class guy like Mario would be a closeted appreciator of alternative lifestyles. He also has a furry tanuki suit. I'm telling you, man. Do you think they kiss? Turns out Peach just wasn't into the whole turning into passerbys using the hat fetish that Mario has. Hang on. Mario closeted weeb instead of a normie? Luigi's last name is Mario? Luigi Mario and Mario Mario. No, I think Mario's last name is... I think Mario's last name is Nintendo. Mario Nintendo. What if it's all just mushrooms and he's crashing out after eating it? Can you ethically ship anyone with a mind controller? Ooh, now that's a good question. Can you ethically ship anyone with a mind controller? No, right? I guess if you ship someone with a mind controller and they never use their ability, which makes it weird. It's dubcon by nature. What if the mind controller is ethical about it? You cannot confirm that there is consent. It's true. It's true. Have you guys ever referred to yourself as a mind controller, and when people ask you for more information, you say that I have mastered controlling my own mind? And then they beat the shit out of you. It's like a smash cut to you like on the ground and they're beating you with like a 2x4. No? There should be. Yeah, like once a week. It happens all the time. His name is Mario. I was gonna say that's called gaslighting, but I mean, you know. Sometimes I can't even control my own mind. That's real. Me as well. I can't control my own mind a lot of times. I feel like I would have so much more success if I could consistently control my own mind. Natali, thank you. Occasionally I've got a good zinger, you know? Controlling your own mind is really, really hard. I have no agency over my addictions and impulses. Kind of same. I think for me, I could just be real with you guys, right? I think I am extremely psychologically weak to gambling. I very, very, very strongly fall to all of the bad thought processes that are involved with gambling, which is like, you just need to break even. You just need to break even. You're due for a win. Like the superstition, like every element of gambling, like I fall for that and I fall for it hard, which is why like I can never gamble, ever. Uma Musume, you'll never catch me, ever. Just one more kiss. There you go. I'm just saying like, I cannot control the things that my mind is weak to, therefore I have to just avoid, like I have to like cut it out forever. You know? There's no way for me to like keep my impulses under control, so I have to like remove them from my life. Colloid Shelving, thank you very much for this super chat once again. He worked for Yamaha for a short while in the 90s and has stuck with him. If input didn't come from a Tokyo University alum, maybe it'll come from an illiterate goat herder as long as I'm concerned. What are you talking about? Dutch Sherman, thank you very much for the super chat once again. Not sure if mind control, but I once did the Jedi hand wave trick and got free food. What's the concept behind that? How did you do it? How? If the Lord didn't want me to have anime waifus, he wouldn't have given me the strongest card in the game, the credit card. I despise the credit card in Balatro. It's never done me right. Every time I'm playing Ante-1 round 1 in Balatro and there's a credit card, I buy the credit card for $1 and then I immediately re-roll like 8 times. Not 8 times. I re-roll 4 times. I get nothing and then I put a gun in my like I restart the game. You know, I restart the game, which is in Balatro terms like putting a gun in your mouth and just fucking isekaiing yourself. And then I try again, and every time I get a credit card, I do that, and I have a 0 out of like 80 success rate. I've had to fucking gun mouth myself every single time I've gotten credit card as one of my first cards. The credit card is my enemy. Next time, brother. You're always hoping, you know? You're always hoping for like a, you know, spare pants and a blueprint, right? Then it's worth being in the negative, like -20. But it's always like, oh, would you like spectral every time you get a straight? It's like, ah, fuck. Can you do a stream where you beat up Pokemon card scalpers at Target? I don't think I would ever beat up a Pokemon card scalper. I don't think I ever would, but you know how like you see them at Costco and they have like a fucking giant like Home Depot like push cart and it's just like filled with like Pokemon cards. Have you seen those images? I just imagine myself like in the parking lot and they're like carrying that out, and then I hire somebody like a sexy lady to fucking catch their attention, and I just fucking drive up with the fucking van and I steal all of their shit. I just like imagine myself doing that, and then I imagine them trying to explain to the policeman what happened, and then they're just like, what? I don't think I would beat them, but I would definitely like steal their like giant cart and then like redistribute it, you know? It's like a fucking Trailer Park Boys bit. You know, remember the part where they're stealing like groceries? That's what I would do. The Robin Hood of our time. So you can pay the lady by scalping? No, she gets a cut. What are you talking about, Ved? She gets like 2 booster boxes for her trouble. Dumbass! Guilty. Guilty. I am a dumbass. Right, scalping? Why do you have 9 tons of cars? I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you why I do or think about the things that I think about. You love Bowser? I do. I do love Bowser. But I don't think I like him for the reason why other people like him. He was my favorite Mario Kart 64 character. He was my favorite Mario Kart 64 character because he made a noise that I've never seen him make a noise in any other IP. And it kind of like, it makes my hair stand on my arms, you know? It's like, ooh. That like noise that he makes, it makes me feel things, you know? Bowser is Chibidoki's husband. I'm about to call Chibidoki. I need to reinstall my filter. Reinstall the filter, bro. All right, we got issues. Brandon, did you see the crazy video of a dude in a Demon Slayer t-shirt having an episode in front of his neighbor's Ring camera? Hilarious and wild. What? No. You like him for the same reason that others like him. It's the noise. It's the odd, like, he made a noise in Mario Kart 64 that I've never seen him make in any other, you know. He's like, good. Brandon over here giving us material for clips that will bring more attention to his stream. I hope not. I hope not. Bowser did not say the N-word. I'm literally shaking right now. Bowser would never. I'm actually gonna have a mental breakdown. He would never. He would never. He would never do that. Search it? I'm not gonna search it. I'm not gonna search that. That actually makes me want to fucking kill myself. No, no, no. We have to kill him. We have to kill him. He did not call Mario a slur. No, no. Just fucking kill me. Fuck. All right. We no longer love Bowser. He's the most I'm here for. I would let Bowser call me slurs. No, no, no. He's fucking evil. I give him the pass. Heartbreaking, your Nintendo she's openly erased. Bowser would definitely say an Italian slur to Mario. No. I'm too woke for this conversation. Shin, good morning. Shin, we started off talking about the Northern Lion Super Cruise. And I told them that I'm 120% not going, but if I did go, my bunkmate would be you. So excited to see you there. What would we do? Hard sell it to me. If let's say I did go and then we split like a cabin room. What would we do there? What would we do there to get our money back? Like $2,000 or whatever. We're not sharing a bed. That's crazy. Unless we would hype up going to the variety evening show, then ditch last minute to drink and sleep at 10 p.m. And that's what makes like $2,000. Can I tell them about your observations about the website? Because I looked at it and it's like, he's absolutely right about that. Shit, are we keeping that on the down low? Because we're trying to angle for the NLSS collab. Oh yeah, definitely. So Shindigs, when we were talking about it, he noted that the website where you sign up is 120% vibe coded. It was like made by an AI, and it's like very, very unsafe to put your fucking personal information and maybe like a wacky credit card number with the 3 digits in the back. It's like, don't put any of your info on that website because it's definitely vibe coded. It's really unsafe, and I personally would not. I'm sure it's fine. Everyone is saying it. I'm not in the Northern Line discords. I'm not in the subreddits, so I don't know I haven't seen anybody on Twitter, because Twitter's been roasting the cruise. I don't think I've never seen it. I haven't seen anybody. You're the only person I've heard talking about the vibe coded website. Wayman, yeah, the website sign up. It's like he said the font is like definitely only vibe, definitely feels like a grift. Northern Lion himself called it Fire Festival. He was like, first off, I can like for the people that have been comparing the Northern Lion Super Cruise to Fire Festival, thank you. I consider that the highest praise because we're still talking about the Fire Festival. It has its own Wikipedia article, which I do not, you know. I think it does have a Wikipedia article. Like, even Comic Sans looks safer. He was comparing the Northern Lion Super Cruise to Fire Festival and how like that's a flattering comparison because it's like a meme. It's a self-perpetuating meme that will never go away. Don't trust vibe-coded slop, only trust hand-coded software by Cool Randomites. Exactly, Daimao. Exactly. It's gonna be Tanacon. Did they evacuate those people? I think they did. Someone on Twitter said leading Dan Giesling's mom on like that is elder abuse. I think she's like getting her retirement fund from this thing. I'm pretty sure that, you know, this is gonna be like her retirement fund. She's going to college. No, I think she's gonna use this to like, you know, go visit Europe or something. I don't know. It's crazy that NL is sending more people to be stranded in the ocean. More power to him. I think I think we could make it fun. If I go with Shindigs, we could make it fun and memorable. But I don't think Northern Lion himself is gonna make it twice as fun. You know? I also think that replace Cruise with Tokyo Dome, and it makes sense. Northern Lion Super Tokyo Dome. Northern Lion Super Tokyo Dome. I'm just imagining him with a crowd of people, dead silence, right? And he's like, I'm only here because my wife likes it. I personally feel nothing for Japan. It's clean, it's comfortable, it's a pleasant place to visit. Some of the food is okay, although I feel like some of the other food is overrated. I'm only here because my wife really likes it here. A cruise is Japan for Northern Lion fans. Is that true? Is that true? I know that he likes cruises. I'm not certain that his fans like it. I feel like his fans would probably generally dislike the idea of a cruise because of the, you know, it's wasteful. It's like boomer core, you know? I'm only here for the vibes. I would go for the 5 a.m. Peloton session. Shin, if we go, would you do a 5 a.m. stationary bicycle, you know, lesson for 2 hours? Like 120-minute Peloton. If you skip out on that, then there's no reason for me to go. How thick are your calves? They're not that thick. People have commented, though, that it's like the narrowing of it is crazy. Nothing can stop you from eating the other people on the cruise. Nothing can stop you since there are no laws. Dang, and I was younger than Red. Yeah. Can we get a calf slap sound just once? Could you even hear it? Could you even hear it? It's pretty... I don't know. Why would you want that? What's the point? What's the point of that? Yeah, lol, what, but like, why? It sounds girthy to me! He got meat on the bone! Gotta go, thank you for the fun stream. Yo, Dark Andis, I'm happy that you were hanging out with us. I think we're winding down. It's pretty good though. Meat on the bone. What do you mean false, Sakashi? What do you mean? Time for my Magic the Gathering session. Have a good day. Yeah, I think I will. What do I need to do today? What do I need to do today? Does Randon skip leg day? Man, I haven't lifted in a long time. I kind of want to, but I refuse to touch gym equipment that other dudes have touched with their masturbating hand. So I would need a home gym, which is just out of my... I gotta budget, you know? I got a budget. If humanoid bats were real, do you think they'd get streamers to make sounds as a mean to toss them through echolocation? If humanoid bats were real. Like a moist, critical Harvard trust fund baby cokehead? Like that? I don't think that they would be like doxing people through echolocation. Like a humanoid bat creature would most likely they would probably most likely just be stealing fruit, right? My gym has disinfectant wipes and paper hand towels everywhere since COVID. That's the way that it should be. The problem, Daimao, is that like nobody uses them, right? So you have to use it before and after, and you're like basically, you know, you're putting in all the work and everybody else either profits from it or they don't care. It's like a race to the bottom. Yeah, that's what I do. You know what I would do? All right. We have to start. All right. So Daimao, you can't do this for every piece of equipment that you would use in your gym, right? But you need to enact a psyop where you convince the greater community that uses your gym that your top 2 or 3 favorite like equipment that you use, that somebody died using it. You know what I mean? Like somebody just fucking died. Like, and then they shat themselves as they were dying on that equipment, and then nobody will use that equipment. Bam! You own those 2 or 3 pieces of equipment. Nobody wants to use, you know, the power cage where somebody fucking broke their neck and died, and it's cursed. That shouldn't be that hard because the average gym goer here isn't that right? You have to do it, right? Genius, no one wants to touch the poopy haunted machine. I'm telling you, man. Some people would, right? But it would drastically lower the amount of use that your favorite machines. That only motivates me more. Well, we can't counter, you know, the cheesy chickens of the world. They're like immune to our psyop. You could soil the equipment yourself, then they throw it out and you get it from the garbage. But then you probably go to prison, right? I guess you wouldn't go to prison if you attached, like, prosthetic makeup to make yourself look like you're, like, 80 years old. And then you shat yourself, and it's like, oh man, Grandpa shat himself on the fucking power rack. I'll invoke your haunted orc spirit on the bench press so that someone drops a fully loaded bar on their neck. I'm telling you, man. Snap City. El Manga Rat, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Thank you, thank you. Alright, guys. I'm pretty hungry. What should I eat? Pretty fucking hungry. I will not go on the cruise, but I wish it success. What do you guys think about that? I don't think it's a scam. I know a lot of people are saying it's a scam. I don't think it's a scam. I wish it success. Prune juice guy. Happy to see you. Bread, butter chicken, eat fruit. Go enjoy some food. Oh, I'm a gangbang. But I swore off McDonald's because of their bullshit. Oh, actually, like a birria taco sounds pretty good. What if you went to a buffet to eat what you would on a cruise? Can I pitch something to you? No, I want it to be a surprise. But maybe I should pitch it, because if it's a bad idea, you guys would let me know immediately, and I wouldn't even do it. A squealer? Maybe, alright, maybe membership. Like a smaller, you know. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, Sudsies. For stopping by, appreciate it. He pitches to us. He pitches. Eat some boiled lettuce with no seasoning. Boiled Random D Squealer. It's the wanted for lewd behavior wanted poster. And then my name is Randon D. Squealer. This is a good one. I've been loving the weekly Zatsudans. It's good. I had the yips. I was like, I've lost the sauce. I have nothing to talk about. Take us out for some sushi. I can't afford that. 670,000 million berry bounty. Chat keeps it interesting. What the fuck is that? What is that? Matthew, what is that absolutely massive? What is this? How do you get an icon that big? What? Why do I look like a pervert? Why do I look like a fucking pervert? I'm like breathing hard? Like, what is this? What am I looking at? It's Milky's art? Because you are? I don't... The sickos meme. Ha ha ha! Yes! So my shirt says sickos on it. The best 30 cents I've spent today. It's the sickos meme. What? That's crazy, man. Try gigantify? What the fuck does that mean? What does gigantify mean? Girl, go eat. You look skinny. I'm not skinny. I think I have been losing weight, though. I don't know if that's a good thing. It's probably a good thing. Go put some meat on those girl calves. They look like girl calves? That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. Oh my god, thank you. He wants us dead? I don't want you dead. I just don't know. 4 milks would be sad if you lost your dum-dum. Shindigs. Yeah, that's basically... I do remember drawing that. Confession, I'm watching from the crapper right now. There's nothing wrong with that. That's ideally, that's technically the perfect time and place to watch Randon. We would all mourn the loss. Okay, okay, okay. I'll eat something of substance, okay? What am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat? I will eat a Nashville fried chicken sandwich. Big order of fries. A sody pop. And then I might also get some chicken tendies in there. Alright? Crapper content, basically. What flavor are you craving in particular? I want some fucking spice today, man. A full fat Coke or else? Are you bulking? No. No. It's just I'm being like I'm being Jedi mind tricked into fucking eating fried food. Costco chimkin always works. When was the last time I bought a chicken from Costco? I ate the chicken in only one way when I became an adult that lives alone. And that's by making chicken burritos. I make a big batch of pico, and I got the sour cream. I chopped up some romaine, got some cheese and sour cream in a you know, tortilla, a big burrito tortilla, and I made myself a chicken burrito. I don't really eat it any other way. Go eat some steak? Fuck, I should get a steak. Learning to fry chicken is the worst mistake I ever made. I make that stuff like 4 times a week. Do you use a deep fryer or do you use like a cast iron Dutch oven with oil? Beef in this economy? Treat yourself. Milk steak. Come on, Charlie. You can't say that you like milk steak. Curly fries go hard, but sometimes they cheat you in quantity. Yeah, because they fill up more space. Like, yeah. Take good care of yourself, or else. I think I can make it through this week without missing a single stream. Next weekend, I need to do nothing. I need to fucking just like lay on the floor, just drool running down my mouth, and just do nothing for 2 straight days. Brush your hair and your tusks. I never brush my hair. Oh, Manga Rat, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Thank you. I wish for the Northern Lion Super Cruise to be a smashing success. He definitely said that he would feel terrible if, like, his fans went to go and they didn't feel like they got anything out of it. So he said all 5 days he's going to be out there doing floor work. He's going to be like meeting people and chit-chatting, and he's going to do his best not to make it like, you know, weird or creepy. And that alone, I think, if you like watching him, which a lot of us do, makes it worth it. I don't think it's too expensive, because I think this type of cruise is very normal for musicians and bands. Are you guys, can you guys corroborate this? I read somewhere on Twitter that, like, it's not a scam because bands do this a lot. I mean, I guess the difference is that a band will be like performing, you know, and his idea of performing is just like talking about, you know, fucking video games and shit. So you're saying go to Cloud Chase? Okay, I will be there. No offense to Shin, but if Akashi goes, I gotta go. I gotta go. Can we make this a business expense? All right, Akashi, are we going? Are we gonna secure the, you know, that's your oomph, Dan Giesling collab? I've heard a lot of metal concert cruises. Are you still grinding at that job thing from a while ago? I mean, my goal is to stream, and when I have no more money left for food or rent, then I will work as hard as I can for like 1 month, and then come back and then stream. And in order for me to get the most out of that, I have to be like a miser. I have to pinch my freaking pennies, you know? I think I'm still a couple months out from having to fucking grind. I don't have to go back to the mines for another month or 2 months unless I have to pay for something unforeseen. So hopefully we're good. Hopefully. You're gonna sink the boat with your massive American body? I'll win the lottery for you and give it all. No, no. Oh, you have to win the lottery and then... You have to win the lottery and keep it. And become Danshi, but more evil because now you're rich. Okay? Danshi, you have to promise me that you'll keep it all and become more dragon-like and evil. The fuck else would I spend on? You need to make a big pile of gold and silver and sleep on top of it. And then anytime someone, you know, I'll put on the Ian Deku voice and meet the VTubers. What is the Ian Deku voice? What is that? Subscribe to Twitch Prime so Brandon doesn't have to be an indentured corporate servant. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh no! I don't know if your EXP bar, I don't know if your EXP bar is high enough for that. It might be a little bit too low, brother. You might need to get a little more EXP. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. The mines of Moria, there'll be Balrogs in them mines. You might even run into an old coworker. Oh my god. Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? My life is like a video game. Is it? I pressed a button and then Edge popped up. Microsoft Edge. What button did I press? Does Edge pop up when you press F1? I got jump scared by Microsoft Edge. Holy shit, I almost jumped out the window to escape from it. Holy shit. Alright, guys. Edge will randomly appear no matter what you do. Bro, press the edging button. Being edged by Microsoft. Mine is F2. There's an internet button if you don't hold FN. That's crazy. You press F2 and an edge pops up. El Mangarat, thank you very much for the 2 slices of cheese. Yeah, I'm actually hungry, so I think I'm gonna go enjoy my food. Is there anybody I can raid on Twitch? Maybe Big Ham's friend? Maybe? I don't know. Heavenly is on. Oh, there he is. I pull up Imperial Japanese Navy, IJN, the club VIP gas tank on E. What? What? Is that possible? I don't know. Oh, right, lady. No, not Emily. None. Vote Orc for Parliament raid. Rufus, thank you so much for the raid. I apologize. We're basically done. I need to go eat because I'm starving. Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I'm gonna send you guys over. Oh, is that the wrong? Germa is live. No, he will not be. Wait, is he? You're not lying to me, are you? He is live. Absorbing the healing vibrations from the Sega C. There you go. What do we do now? I don't know. You should eat. El Mangarat, if you go out right now and you start eating, then you could imagine that we're eating, you know, on the same wavelength. Ray Germa, you coward. I don't think I'm gonna do that. All right. YouTube, as always, you guys are my favorite. Twitch is nice and all, but YouTube just kind of slaps, you know? I will see you guys tomorrow. What am I playing? Am I playing Look Outside? I'm playing something. I don't know what I'm playing, but I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye. Bye.